Hello and welcome to day 91 of 100. Wow. I'm having a little late night session here. Gotta start on a project. I would love to get these projects done before the 100 days. That would be great. That would be my goal right now. Hello and welcome to day 91 of 100. Thank you, me. Just had to add that emphasis in. Okay, so today we're going to be continuing with the data visualization projects. We've got a scatterplot graph to create. Okay, so let's see, what are our requirements? The tests require axes to be generated using the D3 axis property, which automatically generates ticks along the axes. These ticks are required for passing the D3 test. Okay. I could see a title element as corresponding ID title, x-axis, y-axis again. Okay, I could see dots that each have a class. So it's going to be pretty similar to what we had before. So we need a legend as well. So I think we pretty much just gonna copy our previous one. And change a few things here and there. So let us fork this. There we go, and this is visualize data with a scatter graph. Scatterplot graph, there we go. And the data is based off of cyclist data. Okay. What is this? Doping? Functionally similar. Doping in professional bicycle racing. Okay. Okay, I think I have an idea more or less. I just gotta figure out the data. We gotta remember. Because I don't want to make the same mistake as last time. So I think it was d3.json, not as a URL, but as and then you can just do JSON dot or whatever, yeah. Okay. I think I know what we're gonna do more or less. The next one is visualize data with a scatter graph plot. I keep saying scatter graph. Scatter plot graph. Okay. So this is all gonna change. We're not gonna have data request anymore. And it's basically all gonna be inside of this. We're not gonna have this data request, so that's gonna go. That's gone as well. We're not gonna have this as a function. Instead, this is gonna be d3 dot d3.json, and we are going to specify the string that it needs, because it needs a very specific string. I think if we don't have one, let me just because even here, where there we go. Okay, cool. So the data is here. That's our data. Cool. Now that we have data, I think yeah. Okay, so now that we have the data, we can actually do something with the data and put it in the response text. There you go. Sorry, I just had to make double sure I was going through these things. So that's going to be the data, and then we need to have, it's kind of like a callback, I guess. Essentially it is. You get the data, it's like a promise almost. So then you have function error or the data itself. And then we open it up. So this has nothing to do, that's a bar chart. Why is it complaining? d3.json. That's a string that we're passing. Should be fine. And then function error data. Do I need something specific? Oh, we need a closure, don't we? Thingy at the end. Wasn't it that? Because we opened it? I think that's why. I wasn't supposed to close this. There you go. Whew. Okay, so we don't need object anymore. And what's the data set going to be based on this time? So we have time, we have place, we have seconds, we have name, year, nationality, the doping, and then the URL. So we're probably gonna have a tooltip again, like last time. Gotta figure out how that's gonna work. Fun times. Yay! It needs a class graph, did it? These are the requirements. Okay, so when we create our SVG, so we can have data again, append SVG. Are we gonna have an attribute of width and height? Yes we are, with margin left and margin right like before. We're gonna append G, transform, translate, margin left and margin top. So that should be fine for the SVG. We need a domain as well, which is going to be fun. This needs to be the time in minutes, okay. That's gonna end up being time in minutes. Let's go ahead and have this say doping in professional bicycle, was it? Racing. Might as well capitalize the I if it's the only thing missing. And then this was 35 fastest times up the Who's. There we are. So this is not going to have nice little bars anymore. This time we're going to have circles. So we need time in minutes from the minimum time. These are all the times. Okay, so let's see, what did we do last time to get those numbers? We did a map. But let's do a times. let's ignore the problems for now. Problems won't go away, they'll still be there. Actually, I just want to reload my VS quick. Okay, so times equal to... Ours is called data now, isn't it? Data. So data dot map. What is it inside of there? It is time. So we're gonna do time is gonna literally be data can we do data dot time? I wonder. Let's find out. Data dot time. Time is defined but never used. True. What if I have nothing? Can I log times? See if that will work the way that I want it to. No. I know why. Because we're trying to define something before it even exists. So logging times does nothing. I'm gonna work on it here. The times is gonna be data, that's data, dot map. I might actually have to do data. I can't remember what it was, what index. 0. Oh, it's 0. We wanted time, so it's 0. So data 0. Okay, let's try that then. Why? Why nothing? Are we getting the request? The XHR. That's good. let's try this. Nothing else. Nope, nothing. What am I missing? There's definitely a okay, hold on. Let's log data. Let me make sure I'm even getting what I think I'm getting in the first place. Should be getting data. Well, that's interesting. Data should have been available. And I don't need function. Turns it into an arrow function. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we got arrow, we got data. But then why is data logging nothing? The weird part. That's a test bundle, that's D3JS. So we've got that all lined up. Weird. I'm logging nothing. Do we even get inside of here to begin with? No, we don't. Fun times. That's so strange, it should have worked. D3.json. And then you... Is that something extra that you need? You could do d3.csv, that we know about. d3.json, we got the link. I use a .then? I've never seen that before. What is that? So d3.json, get the entire link in there. So get the link, then do .then. And then function. It looks nicer. Function. function data, open that up, and then I shouldn't need, should just be that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, opening and closing. Let me just double check. So it's d3.json. I have the URL in there. Dot then function data. Apparently I'm missing that. Let's see if that makes a difference at all. Never worked with dot then before. Let's see what then is. Oh, it's a promise, which I haven't worked on before. Do we need the promise though? Hey! We did it! Dot then. It worked. Gotcha, we got the array. Happy sigh. Apparently we don't need anything else. Okay. So we got data. We got the data. It's an object. So can I do data.time and then log times? I wonder. About to find out. Undefined. It's got the time in it, but each one is an object, so it's an object inside of an array. Wait, do I have to go data 0 dot time? Is that why? No, it's still undefined. It's capital T, I see. Does that make... There you go. That's why. So we got the time. They're all the same though. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. So it was just dot time, big T. I'm gonna do this nice and neat from the get-go. Ah. Map. Wait, dot map. Map. I need an index. Current value and an index. How else am I gonna get each one? Wait. What if I do, without any of this, I literally just do data.time. Will that return an object with the object inside of it? Or not? No, it just returns undefined. So this is an array with objects inside of it. Okay, let's go to the other idea that I had, which is this is going to be time and index, data, index, dot time. I think that might work. I'm hoping that'll work. Yeah, that worked. It started at 3650, ended at 3950. 3650, 3950, perfect. So that's times. What else might we need? I think we'll need place, will we? We might need years. Okay, so we're not gonna have data. Can log that out. Years equal to data.map. Let me just copy this again. And we're gonna do data index dot, what is the key? Year. So that should give us years. So now we got time and we got year. The two things that we need. So there's the times, there's the years. We're gonna need a max of those as well, I think. So let's do min time equal to wait, are we gonna have a min time? Well, we can just do d3.min data, and then the d will be time, was it? Wait, no. I don't think, no. What did I have before? Forgotten already. No, it's d3.min, yeah. Because GDP was an object before, so d3.min. We could also literally do math.min or whatever, but d3.min times, I guess. And then max time is d3.max times. Then we can log min time, and max time, max time. There we go. So that should now also give us the min and the max times for those two. Min time 3650, max time 3950, perfect. We also need, what else do we need? Min year, I guess. So we're gonna take min year, years, and max year, d3.max, d3.min, years, years, min year, max max year is gonna be max year. So we're gonna get the data that we need slowly. Min time, min year, max year. Perfect. Wait, does a line break work in the console log? Ah, it does. Nice. But then why is that extra spacing there? That bothers me. Is it because of the JSON object, probably? No. Grr. That's annoying. What's adding that space? Whatever. Just gonna have it like this now. Min time, min year, max year. Okay, now that I have that data, what do they use to display? They have a time, so we can have min max, and a year min max. So I think we can use the same types as we did before. I don't think we're going to use these anymore. Margins can stay the same. Bar widths I don't think we're going to have anymore. Not going to use that. The X scale, scale time, we can use years here. So like min year versus max year, and then here, wait, what's the X gonna be? The X is gonna be the min and the max years. Okay, so the Y needs to be max time SVG height. Let's see if we don't have a linear scale. Wonder what happens. Y-axis is d3.axis bottom.scale, x scale. Y-axis, so that's x-axis. Y-axis is d3.axis left, y scale. Okay. Tooltip is d3.selectData.append div id tooltip. Cool, we've got the tooltip, we've got the SVG.
Braveheart7591 is following the family.
Braveheart, hey! Thank you so much for the follow, I really appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Oh, let's see. Okay, so now that we have our SVG object, we need the graph. We no longer have rectangles anymore. Create a new circle for each data entry, I guess. Select all. So what's this going to be now? Circles was, because it uses CX and CY if I remember correctly for the positioning. So we need to be selecting what was it again? I think it was literally a circle. So a circle, append circle, And the data is gonna be, what's the data? I think it's gonna be, oh, I gotta think now. What is the actual data gonna be? Because it was a scaled GDP before. I think it's just going to be the full data, to be honest. Data, data, enter, append, circle, it should be. And did it need a specific class or something? Each have a class of dot, yes. Where was that in class? So instead of bar, it's going to be dot. And then we need to set a CX and a CY. So instead of X, it's going to be CX. And that's going to be X scale. Is it years? Yeah, that's how years. I wonder. That's gonna be fun. And then CY is gonna be the Y scale. Because we used to have it just the height. But now it actually has to end up being on a scale, doesn't it? So it's gonna be a Y scale. Still on. Wait, so X is, no, X is years, Y is going to be the time, so it needs to be times I plus, am I going to have the margin now? That's the thing, because this was for, I don't think we're going to have margins for these. That was for the bars, you needed margins. Circles, I don't think they need them. And then the width, there is no width because it's a circle, so that uses a radius. And that can all be the same, so we can just do attribute R and set it to something like 3. And then we don't need a height. I'm just going to comment that out. Wait, where did this belong to now? Was that part of... Confusing. So that's part of that. Tooltip.html. Cool, comma, .style.attribute, cool. Oh, this was all part of... That was all part of that. So on mouse over... Actually, I'm just going to comment out what's in the mouse over. And let's see if we get anything displayed. Can we get some progress? That would be cool. We have an error. Hold on. Where's the error? On line 143. Oh, we do. Right. What did I comment out? The return? Oh, it was this, never mind. There we go. I mean, where's our circles? Why did it not? SVG, so we got the SVG clearly. That's our bar there, else we wouldn't have gotten that. But where's our data for it? Where's our X and Y scale as well? Something went funky. Select all circles, so we're creating circles now. Dot data is going to be the data, which we do have. Dot enter, I think it's still enter. Should be, yeah. Pen circle. So add to circle. And the CX. Oh, maybe this is why. Because we don't have this. The attributes. That's why. I think it's trying to find those attributes and it halts. There we go. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Don't ask me what's going on. Because hell know what that is. I think those are years. But it's treating it weirdly. I do believe that's 94. And if I'm not mistaken, that's 2014. So why is it treating it so weird? 0.96. Is it just because it doesn't have enough space? I doubt it. Yeah, it's nothing to do with the CSS. I just had to make sure. Okay, so our dots are displaying. Just not quite in the way that they're supposed to be displaying. And also this is very weird. It's a tick, but... Okay, so let's check our scale. There's something wrong with our scale. X scale. It's based on scale time. X is a year, if I remember correctly. It is a year. So scale time should be fine. The domain should be between the min year and the max year. And the range. So padding left. So margin, what if I did margin dot left, because that's what we're applying to it. and then it's a width minus margin dot left, if I remember correctly, to get it. Not that I think that's gonna change anything. I think that's what it should be. Oh, I see why we did it that way now. Okay. So that was correct the way it was. Okay. And then the Y scale. I think we're missing something. What about the axes? The x-axis should be D3 dot axis bottom x scale. Hold on, let's see if there's a tick formatting. D3 tick formatting. Oh, they do have. That's why, because we have precision on right now, whatever that is, 0.994. I think that's why GDP was a number before. I like how everything's standard. Everyone uses kind of the same thing. It's very similar to what I'm using. Point 1E6. What does it actually mean? Tick format. SI prefix format based on the largest value in the domain. Oh. Returns a number format. That's for a currency. Huh. Point 0%, 0.2f. So if we wanted it to show years,
Search for dollars insert.
year format D3. I should probably add a tick as well. Wait, time?
Is that scary?
Tick format. Hey Benjamin. Time format. What does tick format actually take? The first bit is okay, so it's in X scale. We scale that for the X axis now it is, yeah. So axis bottom. What was X scale again? X scale was scale time, which we already did correctly. So then this should be axis bottom X scale dot tick format. I guess 0? Whatever the first one that it takes, and then it was %y for year, if I remember correctly. No idea what that's gonna give us, but might as well test. Okay, they're all 0. Wait, so if I enter 2 in here, is it gonna make them all 2? Does! Oh my god. I'm missing something here, am I not? D3 dots. Oh, but we didn't scale time, that's why. Benjamin, no! I have not! I have not. D3 dot axis bottom X scale. The D3 dot axis bottom X scale dot tick format. Oh, that's why. D3 dot scale time. Dot tick format, and then that's what needs to be inside of it. There we go. Now we got 1. But why are they all 1970? What if I enter 0 now? Cool, Benjamin. Why did it start there? Do you see that? So when that changes, it's almost like it directly moves it off of the... Oh, is this the padding? I wonder. No, it's not. It doesn't affect anything. Gotta figure out what that does now. Axis bottom tick format is set to d3.scale_time.tick format. Year, at least it's in year format now, but now it's not displaying them. I think we're missing something. Nice, okay. How's it going? Did you see we finished the graph last time? You remember it? Wow, you weren't here, you left. You had to leave early. You hungry? Hungry for knowledge? This is what we ended up with, by the way. You remember most of it, I just polished it off a bit. Thanks, man. Yeah, it worked out okay, I guess. in the end. I was happy with it. Oh, nice. And now there's no food in the house because she ate it all. Order something online, get it delivered. I'm trying to figure out how to display this. It's the middle of the night. Doesn't have like 24-hour deliveries. I know I can like get Uber Eats or something. Oh right, it also depends on if places are open. I mean, isn't McDonald's open 24/7? If I was really hungry, I'd go to McDonald's or like a garage that sells stuff. You don't have McDonald's? What? I guess that's a good thing. This thing. Why are you being so difficult to me? Xscale is d3.scale_time .domain min year max year .range. We've done that. Then the x-axis should be d3 .axis bottom xscale .tick format d3.scale_time .tick format. Wait, isn't this like a base 10 type thing? Imagine. I live far north in a semi-small city. We don't have a lot of those things. That's a good thing though, isn't it? Also, what is happening? My X scale just does not want to display dates. They're all 9. Oh. What if min year max year? What does our log say? Our log says that the minimum year is 1994 and the max year is 2015. The 1994, 2015, that's going to be the scale. And where are we applying it? Somewhere down here we apply it. There. No? Yeah. Call x-axis. Oh, that's all we do. We kept it nice and simple. Now when you're hungry in the middle of the night. I guess you have to stock up tomorrow then, huh? Get some snacks. Check this though. If I don't put that scale in, look what my x-axis looks like. So weird. 0.994, 0.014. So clearly it's there. I just need to figure out how to get ticks to work. Wait, do I need to give it examples? Do I have to like legit give it examples? Let tick format equal to. It's almost like I have to give it examples. Do you see this? D3.tick format. So what would one example be? 1994, 2001, 2014, and then what was it? It was %D. No, it wasn't. It was Y. %Y for years, if I'm not mistaken. And then tick format, and then enter the value. But that's not going to help us though, because we don't get the number here. We get X scale. Wait, what if I call tick format X scale? Why not? Try everything, at least once. Watch me break it now. I think I broke it. It won't even load. Great, good job. Oh, you're saying capital Y? Oh yeah, because that's 4, right? Ruined. Imagine it was just... No, it's not. It's because of the way I did this. So where do I call X scale then? Where do I have the number? Hold on. In X scale, I do min year max year. Well, actually, shouldn't I just be able to go X scale dot tick format like that and not have that? Hopefully that works. And yeah. They're all 1994. I swear it's like it's using the first thing. Watch, if I change this to 1999, it's all going to be 1999. I don't understand. You see, they're all 1999. Plus? Really? There was a plus in the example? Oh, you're right. But they're still all 1994. And we know it's not the data. It's like it looks at this and that's all it cares about. So we got plus. So percent %y should be this. That's why, that's why, that's why. What if there's too many arguments? Just give it 2. Nope, still 1994. What is this? Let me try this quick. Tick format. D3.time format %B. Let's try it. I will try anything as long as we can see it working. They're all January. Do you see what I mean? So I think the issue lies here, not with this, but with the fact that X scale. You think so? 1995, what, do you think I have to like teach it? Like this is how you go up? Might not work here. Worth a try. When you're learning something new, worth a try. Nope. It doesn't know how to count. It's something with tick format by default. So let's see, what does tick format tell us? Returns a number format function suitable for displaying a tick value, automatically computing the appropriate precision based on the fixed interval between tick values, as determined by d3.tickStep. Maybe because we didn't have tickStep. Okay. I'll try that. With the string? Like that. It might have to do with the steps though. Did you see that part? Yeah, this just broke it. Straight up. Because it's a constant. That gets called somewhere else. I think the tick format has something to do with it. The tick step. Start, stop. Where's the start? Start is 0. Oh, what is count? I guess 1, right? So this would be min year, this would be max year, and this would be 1. Did I get an error message? No, I didn't. Wait, I did. Tick format is not a function. Let me just try adding this tick step, because maybe it doesn't know how to increment by 1. Tick step is not a function. Really? Let me try tick step without anything. Just tick step. Do you see? It's almost like you can't call it on that. Tick step. But why can't I use tick step? Huh. Wait, so it does every 4th one or something? That's weird. Let me try your code again, Isaac. And add the strings to it. Let's try that. L is undefined. L? It's an error in D3. That's weird. Okay. So that didn't work. Damn it. I don't think it's ticks that we need though, you know what I mean? Those are ticks. We need to format. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Let's get our Google foo on. Let us first return it like this. Get it back to what it was so we can see what the error is. D3JS year format dot 997 issue or whatever fractions. Returns fractions. Okay, that's not what we want. So why is year without century as decimal? Year with century as a decimal number. That's what we need. But how do we get it to work? This is annoying because I don't need to pass a date. I need it. Okay, where are we creating the date first of all? Okay, let's take a look at our data. What's wrong with our data? Year, that looks like it's from what I remember, that's an integer. Yeah, so the years are integers, that we know. Here's our array. They're all integers. Our years are integers. And we're getting the min and the max. d3.min, years, d3.max, years. Actually, let's log these. I want to see what min year is and max year. Min year, max year. (1994) 2015. Okay, they're still integers. Good. So all we're doing here is an X scale. The domain is min year to max year, so 0 to 2015. That's how it should be. The range is just from here to here, basically. And then the x-axis is d3.axis bottom x scale. You know what I realize? Maybe it does not have to deal with that. It needs to be actual years. Great stuff. What do you mean with integers? Yeah, exactly. They might expect a date type. That's what I was literally just thinking now. We just have integers. And it might be expecting a date object. So how do we work around this? Why can't it just display the years? You know what I mean? Oh wait. So when we did tick format... Wait, what if we just... You know what I mean? Display it as integers. We don't need to display it as a year, surely, do we? It doesn't matter. You gotta go. Isaac, I hope you managed to get something to eat. And thank you for dropping by, I really appreciate it. Don't worry, I'll figure this out. Thank you so much for the well wishes though. So we might have to convert these to dates now. Great. So we have the year. We don't know the month or the day, do we? No, we don't. We need to do a date. New date. Can't we just do new date like that? That will give us a year, won't it? Let's see what we get. Now we won't get integers, we should get a date object, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Wait. Ah, so that's why we're having an issue. There we go. Okay. Now I know. That's milliseconds. Date string. What is a date string? You cannot omit month. If you supply only one parameter, it will be treated as milliseconds. Ah. So now we know. The minimum you need a month. What if I specify 0? So I need at least one more. So okay, let's try that. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting dates. Okay, now that we have a date. Hey, now this is displaying as well. 1994, 1996, 98, 2000, 2002, 2004. Yay! That's working. So we didn't even have to do anything. Perfect. Yeah, date objects. I don't think we'll need to do it for the times, but we'll see. And then I just had X here, I didn't even have to do anything fancy. There we go. So now that we have that, create time object JavaScript. I think we might have to create it into a date as well. Yeah, it's gonna fall back to date. Oh, but how do we get the time? Because index.time? What is the data we're working with? It is... Why do I have nothing for the Y though? That's the weird part. Shouldn't this be min time and max time? think it should. Min time and max time. Let's see where that takes us. Try the SVG height. I also might have to swap it around. Nope. It's fine the way it was. But min time and max time is doing nothing. I'm guessing it again has to be a date format. Like, I'm willing to bet if I put this as min year and max year, do we actually get something on the Y scale? Yeah, we do. Wait, but this has to be scale time as well. And that's why it needs to be a date object, and it's going to take the time. Okay, I got it. Semicolon time JavaScript. Log. Let's do min time dot split and then split it by the colon. What does it give me? Gives me 36 and 50. Perfect. 36 and 50. Let minutes equal to min time dot split. We have to do destructuring, don't we? How did that go again? It was brackets, minutes, and then the second part you wanted seconds equal to min time dot split by that. And then we should be able to log minutes and seconds. Seconds. That'll be so cool if that works, because then minutes 36, seconds 50. Is that true? 3650? Yes, it is. Perfect. Then we apply that to the data object. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to create this on a new line to make it pretty. New date and then what's the format? Year, that's the year. Month. Day. Hours. Minutes. Seconds. 0. Okay, now that we've got that, we need to figure out how to get minutes and seconds into that. const minutes seconds equal to time dot split minutes seconds. There we go. That should literally be all. I have to return? No. Opening and closing. I need a there. Hopefully that will now give us something. Or give us an error, you know. Time.split is not a function. That only works on a string, doesn't it? ToString dot split. Try that. Invalid date. Oh, that's why. Date index.year 000 minutes seconds. There we go. I had the wrong one. That was from before. Still an invalid date though. Why? Let's find out. Then we need to pass it as a number when we're done. Because it's a string, and I guess it expects a number. It's not iterable? What the hell? It does expect it as an integer, right? I guess we can pass int. Will that work? No? What's the error? Base of the number. Oh. This needs to be like 10. I didn't have to specify that before, that's weird. It's not iterable. I think I know what's going on. Log minutes, log seconds. I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on. It's an object. Oh. Oh, because I have to do time? Wait. Log time. I think I know what's going on now. I'm returning that entire object. That's why. I need dot time. That could have been year, could have been anything. That's essentially the entire object. Can't I do data dot time? Will that give me what I think it will give me? Please do. Data dot time is undefined. Why? Data. Okay. I think. Wait, what? What's the issue? What's the issue now? Time is part of data. And when I do data.time, it's undefined. Okay, hold on. Data.map. Can I do time.time? No, I can't. It's time and index. So what if I do data there? It's going to be already defined, right? Yeah. So what can we actually call this entire thing? Because we're returning this entire thing. It is data. What if I do... And why can't I do data dot? Because I can do data dot time and it works fine. Here I did, oh, data index. It's data index.time I gotta be careful how I do this, because I could create a const data. I could say const time equal to data dot time, like that, couldn't I? Then I can do time dot map. And then year equal to data dot, I think it was year, because then time dot map time, then I can just literally do time to string split. That might be a better option. Time is undefined. What do you mean? Time is data. Oh, need to do data 0. Okay, we're not doing it that way then. Screw it. We're gonna do it the way we're doing it now. Data index. So index whatever dot time. Oh, we're getting somewhere now. 3650, 3655, 30. Perfect, the last one's 3950. Is that true? 3950? What? It is! Yes, we did it! Okay, so now that we got that working the way that we want it to work, it's minutes and seconds. So technically, this can all be the same object, can't it? We could just have years. Does this iterate through the entire array? I think it does. What did our max say? Minimum was 3715, max was 3923. Is that true? No, there's a 3945. So how does that work? Max time. $37.15 is min. Is there 37.15? There's a 36. So I don't think this is working. Yeah, it's not. Min time and max time. Not quite working. I think I know what it's doing. Where's 1993? There isn't a 1993. The hell? It's 1994. 37.15. I see what it's doing. It's doing it based on years now too. That's not good. Also, why is the data points so few? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's weird. But I think it's got something to do with the time. This time format is wrong. Maybe this should be 0 as well. And we just put minutes and seconds in there. Let's see what happens. Min time 23:06. Is that true? Did someone do it in 23 minutes? That sounds highly unlikely. No, they're all 39 minutes. 38. How the hell did it get 23? I don't understand this at all. 0650, 0950. It's almost like... Oh. 1237, 1238. Do you see this? The time. Okay, but we're definitely getting somewhere now. Definitely getting somewhere. It's not quite where it needs to be. But the X basically needs to be min time and max time. That's going to be the domain. So if I set this to 10 and 50, I'm actually curious to see what it would do. Oh, okay. And if I did that tick format, but I did minutes and seconds, I show it, it should look like this, or like this, isn't it? Minute, second, oh, they're all 1050. Of course they're all 1050. And that won't even matter. It was worth a try. The min year and max year works. But we don't know the times for the min time and the max time. What if we made them all the same date? Yes! Okay, hold on. Make them all the same date. Can you do new date? Let them all be the same date, if I'm not mistaken. For times. Yeah, there you go. They're all exactly the same, perfect. Okay, so now check this. New date dot set minutes dot set seconds. Isn't it set seconds? Pretty sure. Why can't I do set seconds? Oh, I can. Seconds. That is valid, right? Oh, it takes min and seconds? Wait! It's all in one? Nice. So set minutes, and seconds. All in one. So now they should all have the same date. Therefore the time should be equal. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I can understand that, what just happened. But it's times now. 2... Or was I supposed to use set seconds? Is that what happened? It's almost like this should give me the same response. This should give me the same outcome. I just want to confirm. But why did it stop being a date object? Let date equal to new date, and then let's do date dot set minutes. I think I broke it, the object, and then let set seconds, and then we're gonna return date, which we can do on one line, but I just want to make sure that it wasn't. Wait, that can't be a constant because how can I change it? Can I still update it? Let's check. Oh, there you go, finally. 3650, 37, 38, 39, 3950 is the highest. Is that true? I think that is true. Yeah. It actually seems this is in order, sorted by time. 3950 and the first is 3650. We actually did it sweet. Having it by year, obviously you can't really get the min and the max, but if they're all the same you can get the min and the max. So now I should be able to technically do set minutes dot set seconds and return. Or maybe I won't be able to, but we'll see. I just want to avoid the lines. Set seconds is not a function. Because I guess it wasn't created yet. Okay, we're gonna go back to what was working. So interesting that this can be a constant and you can update it. It's weird, because it's a method, I guess. And then we return the date object. And the years are some point off. So we've gotten the min and the max. And we are using a scale time. So the y-axis, scale time, the domain is min time and max time. That shouldn't be an issue. Let's see what our data looks like now. Okay, so first off it's going outside the chart. Okay, I think this needs to be the same except switch this for height. I'm not quite sure. All I know is that it's going off. Okay, no, it wasn't there. How's the data getting on the other side? That's the confusing part. Data, why you do this? Batchstrap, you completed 2,555 days of coding? Really? That's crazy. How did you manage that? It's like 7 years. Wait, what? Is this thing still running? I want it to become great. Sounds pretty great. Okay. How is it possible that this stuff is going off? The domain. That has to be the range. Wait, the X scale. This needs to be padding, doesn't it? So let's do margin left. Margin left. Oopsie. No, unheart it. Unlove it. There you go. What were you working on, Batchstrap? Right, that seemed to work, didn't it? Let me increase margin left to 40. Let me do something crazy. Let me do 95. I just want to make sure it is shifting all these little dots. Then I know I've got the right one. Okay, it's not. I mean, it's shifting that. It's not shifting the dots, which I thought it would. That really sucks. So there's a little dot there. But it was doing something. Definitely something. I see 3 streamers doing the same JS plot script? Really? 3 of them? That's cool. Used to make mods? Oh, nice. For what games? Oh wow, okay. Those were some fun times. I still remember CS 1.6. Wow. Are you still going, or? Okay, that's fun. Whatever you end up enjoying that makes you happy, I guess, right? I think I might have to do this one on a full tank. I'm happy with the progress so far. I managed to get the dates working. The original data in JSON format actually has the dates, or the years rather, as integers, and they were literally just years. Well, not really like years, you know, just integers, and then I had to convert that into a date format. That was pretty easy. Just creating a new date and then setting the date, the year, to that integer that we get. You have to specify a month as well. Since we don't have months, I just passed in 0. And that at least sorted out the years. That's all we care about, is the years. We don't care about months or anything. So that works. Then I wanted to use the same object and add the time to it. Unfortunately, the best times aren't linked to the same years. For example, the best time is in 1995, but here in 1997 you got a second best. You know, if we sorted it by that, that wouldn't work. So I had to create a new date object using today's date, and since they all share the exact same date, month, time, everything, the only thing that changes is minutes and seconds, which we updated. Set minutes, minutes, set seconds, seconds, and we get that by destructuring the time key, and we just split it by the colon, because the time over here, let me zoom in a bit, the time here is 36:50, so if we destructure that by the colon, we can get 36 and 50, and then we've got our minutes and seconds. So that was pretty cool. Man. Okay, so let me see. If I revert this, we should fix our X scale and our Y scale. Come on. Did we not change that? There we go. So this should fix. Now the only downside we have is, one, data goes off the charts, and two, I don't know if it's accurate. Let's see. The best time was in 1994, is that true? It was actually 1995. Yeah, this thing is out of whack. I'm gonna have to try and figure it out tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. That's what's gonna make it so much fun. Oh dear. I'm creating the circles. Okay, let's see if the CX is at least right. I think that's what might be the issue. That's why it looks weird. I think the CX needs to be on years. Oh, but it is already. Damn it. It already is on years. And this is already on the times. Let's make the circles bigger. Maybe they'll make me happier. Look at that. Big circles. Amazing. I'm happy, right? Making progress, I guess. This is going to be our tooltip section, which we don't have anything for now. And here we're going to display the data in that tooltip. But yeah, that's the easy part. The hardest part is what we're doing right now. So our x-axis is append G ID x-axis. So we're going to append G, then we're going to call the axes. We might as well call it afterwards, once it's done initializing. So after all the styles and everything. So append ID is x-axis, transform, translate, margin left, SVG height, margin left 0, that's for the x-axis. Okay. So that now fits perfectly, at least in terms of the area that we have of our SVG. If we check that out, yeah, there we go. So it just reaches the top and it reaches the sides. I think tomorrow I'm gonna have to figure out how to convert those into time objects to have this displayed, because right now it's not displaying them properly. It's literally displaying them as if this was 2 AM. This is 3 AM almost. Because it's 60, if I'm not mistaken? 36. What would we have on X, I wonder? Where's our X scale? There it is. Hold on, I just realized something. Now that we have a full date object, isn't there... Where is that data? Decimal notation rounded to integer. What if we revert these instead of time? We revert them back to x is scale linear. And what if we... Wait, I just realized now we don't really need a domain, do we? Do we? I think we do. And then this y can still be scale time, that's fine. And that's going to be based on height. Then I want to test something here. I want to bring this back, the tick format that we had, because now there was a time format. So was time format d3.time format, and for that we would use ms, if I remember correctly, and then for the x-axis we would still keep the date, except we would need to change the tick format because that probably broke now. And then that's where we can apply this integer. That's what I thought. So x scale. Tick format, d3.format. I think it was d, but now that might have to be converted back into just years. Is just going to be data index.year. Yeah, I was right. So you could do it that way. Or you can have it scale time. Just want to make sure it looks exactly the same. Yeah, looks exactly the same. Okay, perfect. So that was two ways of doing it. And then for the y-axis over here, we can do tick format, time format, and then time format will be d3.time format. No, it's not 38s. Was it 37? No, it was 36. Oh, silly me. M, S. It's easier when you actually read it. Okay. 39.45. Not quite 39.50, but I think it's in increments of 5. So there was one at 39.45, is that correct? In 1994. It could be in 1995. Actually, there was one 39.45. 39. No, I think it was that one from 1995. 39.45, yeah, it was that one. Then which are these? I think we need to introduce mouse over, just so I can briefly see what they are. So where we're doing mouse over, I want to know what year it is. So years, that's literally all I care about for now. Oopsie. And the attribute we can always add on afterwards. Okay, let's give that a try. Because I want to try and figure out what it's displaying at least. Because I can't visualize it. That's 1997. Why is it on 9? Oh, I see. How is that 1997 though? 1997 should be like here. Something really weird going on here. How did I get years before? I think it was get full year. Dot get full year. Hopefully that works. Would actually help if I called it. $19.95, okay. And what are you? 1997. That doesn't make sense though. It literally doesn't make any sense. There's something very weird going on here. I'm pretty sure it needs to all be shifted to the left. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. So, margin left. Somewhere here, where I'm doing the scale. That shouldn't change anything, but I want to see something. Rip. That's the Y scale. And I think the second number what are you supposed to be? 1997? Nope, still incorrect. I mean, it would be correct if I could move the scale back and not the data, but I'm moving the data and the scale. Okay, this is how it was before. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to figure out how to separate these two, because what I think is my data is correct, but the placement on it. Oh, do you know where the placement happens? The placement happens here. I just realized something. I think we need to add margin left to this. That's for the X, because that's the data points. There you go. Doesn't that look like 1997 now? Yeah, it does. Great. And for CY, I think it's the same, to get it away from that. Nope. CY will have the opposite effect. Not CY. But at least it's no longer on the outskirts. Now it's like right on the edge, but why? For 1994, I guess. I mean, technically that is correct. Technically. What needs to actually happen here is this needs to shift in now. Well, what if I do -1 for the hold on, for the scale, for the X scale. We do min here -1 and max here, because then shouldn't it start at 1993? Wait, if I manually put in... Oh, that will break it. Because it's a year object that we get. It's gonna return a date object. Okay, if we can't do that, then we need to add padding. So if I add margin left to that side, it's going to shift everything. But you still end up having the issue of the data points being directly on 1994. I think it's the domain. I think it was data.year, was it? Data.year. Can I do -1? Not date, data. See if that works. That would be amazing if it does. Because then we can get 2013. Or we could just break it. Just completely break it. Which is even better. So min-year is this one. I think there's a max year dot set year. Isn't there a set year function? I don't think there is. There's set seconds and there's set minutes. Set full year. Okay. Set full year. Dot get full year -1. Let's try that. Bit of a hacky way, but no, that didn't seem to change anything. Because now the date is min-year 1993. There wasn't always 1993. Let's have a look quick. Min-year. Wait, what was I setting? That looked like max that I was changing. It was max! I didn't see that. And let's do min, because I needed min-year. I was changing the wrong one. Okay, so that was actually updating. What are you doing there? 1993, interesting. This seemed to actually work. Oh, but now we are 1992 and 2012. I see what's going on here. We shouldn't be changing max here. We should just be changing min here. Because that's 2015. That's perfect. But the issue persists now. Wait, is there actually a year for 1992? There isn't. Is there actually a 1992? No, there isn't. Is there 1993? No, there's a 1994. So then where the hell is it getting this one from? Oh, the menu that we set. I mean, it's perfect for everything else, you know. But the moment we don't set that, everything wants to be literally on the line for 1994, which really sucks. And I mean, technically it is correct. You just don't want it on the line, you know? I'm sure someone has more experience than me that would be able to fix this in a second, but... And even when I had it like this, which works for that, you still have that one that's stuck on 1993, because it's the minimum, you know. See the range of the range of the x-axis there. I can see that the range of the y-axis are within the range of the actual y-axis data. I can see a legend. We're gonna add that later. Data x value and data y value containing the corresponding x and y values. The data x and data y of each should be within the range of the actual data and in the correct data format. For data x by integers, full years or data objects are acceptable. For data y values minutes, use data objects. The data x value and its corresponding data should align with the corresponding point value on the x-axis. I think I'm gonna try and figure this out tomorrow when I get some better sleep. I think we made good progress for now. I've got most of the data there, I think. And I think with a few more tweaks here and there and trying to understand what's going on and what's wrong, I think we got it. But yeah, until then, until tomorrow, I'm gonna have to say goodbye. And I can't wait to finish this up. Bye for now.